plenty for us to talk about today as far as pets, health and liability are concerned. And there are some new rules being enforced, and people could end up with fines if they're not up to date. So I know you have been prepping up on this for us and know all about it. So dog owners across Spain could be fined for things they may not even realise are required. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's right, Cal. So town halls across Spain are now enforcing pet ownership laws. And that means that dog owners need to be a lot more aware more than ever, because if your dog isn't on a lead in public or it's not microchipped, not registered, you could face a fine. It's all about encouraging responsible pet ownership, which is a positive, of course.
OK, I understand the lead and the chip thing. We've been hearing about that. What about these fines for not cleaning up after your dog? Is that everywhere in Spain?
Yeah, and it actually goes beyond the usual poop scooping.
Right.
Some town halls are fining people for not rinsing urine away too. So if your dog pees on a public walkway or wall, you're expected to carry a bottle of cleaning solution or water to wash it away, which it kind of makes sense because in this heat, it's not very pleasant, is it?
Well, no, and it's good. That's, social awareness. It's quite a good thing to do anyway, but I suppose you do need to be aware of the rules in the town that you live. As you mentioned, some do, some don't require that. What about the potentially dangerous dogs that we hear about then?
Yeah, these are breeds or mixed breeds, in fact, that have certain physical and behavioural traits considered high risk. We're talking American Pit Bull Terriers, Rottweilers, Dobermans, Staffordshire Bull Terriers and so on. They've got certain traits, the muscles and the big wide heads, things like that. And even if your dog's not officially on the list, any dog over 20 kilos must wear a muzzle in public, no matter how friendly they are. And the rules are all about safety and perception, so not personality as such. And every town hall keeps its own list of what qualifies, so it's always best to check locally and register if needed.
Right, so if I'm a pet owner and I want to stay out of trouble then and make sure that I'm looking after my dog at the same time, what sort of things do you offer at Jennifer Cunningham Insurance?
Okay, so our pet healthcare plans are designed for responsible pet owners who want peace of mind. They offer immediate healthcare for accidents and emergency treatments from midnight on the day that you sign up. That's pretty quick,
actually, isn't it?
Yeah, very quick, very quick. There's illness cover that kicks in 21 days later, and from then on, you're covered for vet visits, treatment costs and more. And the best part is your premium stays fixed for life.
Right, from the beginning, so no increases as every year then?
Yeah, there's no sneaky increases, and you can use any licensed vet anywhere in Spain. There's no restrictions. We believe in flexibility and fairness, plus the plan accepts any breed over 8 weeks old, including all potentially dangerous breeds.
So that's pretty good, Dan. It means that you can be pretty safe and sure that you're covered for everything. What about vaccinations, though? Because they're pretty important as well, aren't they?
They are, and that's a very good question. So to stay covered, your pet does need to be up to date with vaccinations. So there's lots of different things they need to be covered for. Mostly, I can't say most of them. But for example, that includes viruses like parvovirus, rabies, distemper, hepatitis. And for cats, they need protection against diseases like feline infectious enteritis, feline leukemia, immune deficiency virus, cat flu, rabies, that sort of thing. And it does sound a lot, but your vet can obviously guide you and help you with what's important and what you need to have them vaccinated against.
Yeah, we didn't mention cats yet, did we?
No.
You can also help out then, I suppose, if somebody ends up in hospital and can't care for their pet. I know that's part of your insurance, isn't it?
Yeah, another bonus, if you or your partner are hospitalised for more than 48 hours, you will get help cover for boarding fees at a licensed kennel or cattery. So your pet is safe, looked after, and you don't have to scramble to find something last minute to care for your pet.
Right. And what about people who like to travel, like yourself, of course? If you've got pets, it can mount up, can't it?
Definitely, but there is cover for that too, and our policies offer optional European pet travel cover. So if you're holidaying in France or Portugal with your pet and they need emergency treatment, again, you can use any vet of your choice and there's no restrictions.
Okay. What about liability for my pet? Because you never know what can happen if they're a little bit surprised by something and be knocking over a scooter or you would hope not, but maybe biting somebody.
Exactly. So we offer pet liability cover for exactly those situations. It protects you financially if your dog causes things like injury to another person, like a dog bite, damage to property like garden furniture or a broken fence, legal fees if you're sued, for example, and even death or euthanasia-related costs if your pet is injured in a covered incident.
Wow, that's pretty serious though, isn't it? But it could be a real lifesaver on the money front, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And some town halls actually require proof of liability cover for potentially dangerous dogs as well. So it is essential in many cases.
Okay, so when you get the paperwork then, would you have to present that in Spanish to the town hall or do you do it in both? I'm going to ask you a question now that we haven't prepared.
Thanks for that. So basically, it's because I'm following my script here, so you've really put a spanner in the works there, Cal. So you said about the town hall, sorry.
Yeah, so what, as far as the town hall, if you have to, town halls require proof of liability cover, then they might not be happy with just getting in English. Does it come in Spanish as well?
Well, normally, for example, we can get it translated into English and Spanish. Normally, with the company we use, we've got a couple of companies that we can use, so the documents are always available in Spanish. And of course, if there's any sort of facturas or bills or anything or any reports from the vet here in Spain, they would be in Spanish anyway.
Exactly.
So that makes life a lot easier.
So none of that, that's all good. That's all good to know. I mean, I was coming to paperwork anyway about, like, say you do have to make a claim. Is it knee deep in paperwork?
No, not at all. So we've made it super simple, and there's a claim system in place offering support. So when you provide your vet bills and any reports, it's relatively simple, and we can guide you. So that's not a problem.
How do people get started with this?
Okay, so basically, as we always say, you can visit our website on www.jennifercunningham.net. You'll also find information you need there, and it will have a bit of information on the pet cover that we have. Or you can send us an email at info@jennifercunningham.net. You can pop into one of our offices, depending on what area you're in. There's no appointment necessary, and we're open from 9 to 5:30, Monday to Friday. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, we post regular updates. There will be something on there about, pet cover. And we have our Google pages for each office. And as we always say, we've got some really good reviews on there. So take a look because they speak for themselves. And lastly, don't forget, we always try and put this in there. If you're if you're keen, we can expand towards our collaborator network, especially across Spain's expat communities. So if you're listening and you're well connected in your area, again, we'd love to hear from you.
So there's a chance to make a little bit of cash on the side, perhaps?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's if you recommend somebody, there is a commission commission procedure in place. So we'd obviously give everyone the information on that. So definitely worth it. All
good to know, and not worth risking it, is it, to not have pet insurance?
No, not at all. No, it has got rather strict now. But it makes sense because obviously we want to protect our pets, our property and ourselves. So it's definitely worth looking into it.
Yeah, and the bills can be quite steep as well.
Especially with the liability side.
Indeed.
Absolutely. And even the vet bills.
That's it.
Know it's very expensive. So it's just peace of mind. Like we say, it's just all you have to do is just contact us and we can give you some information on it and you can make your own decision.
Kellie mentioned there are lots of different offices on the Costa Blanca. You can find them all on the website, jennifercunningham.net. Good to speak to you.
And you, Cal, as always. Thank you for having me.
Lovely to talk to you. Take care now.
And
we'll speak again soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.